You walk into a room, you need something, a decision, a contract, an opportunity, and immediately you can feel it. These people have status, authority, power, experience. They speak loudly, they interrupt without apologizing, they assume the room belongs to them. And suddenly, the question isn't what you want, it's how do you get taken seriously without pretending to be someone you're not. This is where Will Turner becomes interesting. Not because he is loud, not because he dominates the room, but because he operates by a completely different logic. Hello, I'm Mila Halosha. Welcome. Here we make films work for your success. And today we're talking about Will Turner. On paper, Will shouldn't matter. He is not nobility, he doesn't have rank, he doesn't have a title. He is a blacksmith. In a world ruled by governors, commodores, and pirates with reputations, he should be invisible. And yet, he negotiates with officials. He stands in front of pirates. He is listened to, not because of who he is, but because of how he moves. Let's look at the principles behind this. He brings solutions, not noise. When Will enters a conversation, he doesn't start with opinions. He starts with actionable outcomes. He understands something most people miss. For people in authority, time is the rarest resource. So instead of saying, I think we should, or maybe if we, in effect, he says, here is the problem, here is what needs to happen, I'll do my part.
Well, if you're intending to brave all, hasten to her rescue and so win fair lady's heart, you'll have to do it alone, mate. I see no profit in it for me.
I can get you out of here.
That changes the frame instantly. He is no longer asking to be heard. He is positioning himself as someone who reduces friction. And that's when status becomes secondary. He is predictable, and that's power. Predictability doesn't sound impressive, but in high-stakes environments, predictability reads as reliability. Will doesn't swing emotionally. He doesn't posture. He doesn't change masks depending on who is in front of him. People know how he will respond, where he stands, what he won't compromise. That consistency makes him safe to work with, and safety is influence.
Have you come because you need my help to save a certain distressing damsel? Or rather, damsel in distress? Either one.
No.
Well, then you wouldn't be here, would you?
He never performs. Will never tries to impress. He doesn't exaggerate. He doesn't mimic stronger personalities. He doesn't borrow Jack Sparrow's charisma. That restraint is exactly what gives him weight. Because when someone could perform and chooses not to, it signals internal stability. People trust what doesn't need applause. He keeps emotion out of his speech. Notice how Will talks. Short sentences, clear pauses, no over-explaining. He doesn't rush to fill silence. He doesn't justify his presence. That calm creates pressure, not on him, but on the room.
How do you know the key?
That's not part of the game, is it? You can still walk away.
Silence used correctly is not weakness, it's control. He doesn't ask permission to exist. Will doesn't apologize for taking space. He doesn't wait to be invited into relevance. He acts from his principles, not from approval. That's the key distinction. He is respectful, but never submissive. And people respond to that immediately. If you're surrounded by stronger personalities, you can apply those 5 Will Turner principles to succeed. Understand the room's incentive structure. Not what people say they want, not the official agenda, not the polite version. What actually matters here? Who is under pressure? What would make someone's job easier? Influence begins when you stop reacting at people's words and start responding to their incentives. That's how Will Turner survives in rooms where he has no formal authority. Enter with contribution, not positioning. Most people walk into powerful rooms trying to signal value. They explain, they justify, they sell their intelligence. But influence doesn't come from sounding smart, it comes from being useful. Ideas are cheap, execution earns attention. The fastest way to be taken seriously is to take responsibility for something real. Be consistent. People overestimate brilliance and underestimate reliability. In unstable environments, predictability feels like relief. When people know how you will respond, where you stand, what you won't do, they stop managing you and start trusting you. Unpredictability erodes trust faster than mistakes ever will. Stop performing competence. Explaining too much, proving too much, talking past the point. That's not clarity, that's insecurity leaking into language. Real competence doesn't announce itself. It shows up calm, it speaks once, and then it waits. If your credibility needs constant reinforcement, it hasn't landed yet. Take space without apology, not aggressively, not dramatically, simply by not shrinking. You don't rush, you don't soften your conclusions, you don't ask permission to be direct. You take exactly the amount of space your contribution requires, no more, no less. That's how equality looks in rooms where status is uneven. Influence isn't about overpowering stronger personalities, it's about becoming indispensable to the system they're already inside. And once that happens, the room adjusts around you, not the other way around. Will Turner isn't the loudest in the room. He isn't the most charismatic. He isn't the most powerful. But when decisions are made, he is always part of them. Because influence doesn't come from dominance. It comes from being useful, reliable, and grounded in rooms where others rely on spectacle. The real question isn't how you move among stronger personalities. It's how do you stay yourself in a system that tries to define you first. I'll see you in the next video.